Thank you so much for fixing my porch, Handy Manny. And with the lowest prices in town.
Stand back, ma'am. We're deporting this illegal hombre back to Taco Town.
¿Illegal? ¿Qué demonios estás hablando? No soy un illegal con secuer tus manos. Oh.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. President Trump is fond of saying, I do a little trolling, but this is a Troll Master 4D chess level game that Donald Trump is playing, and he's playing to win. This is a post from the White House. We are not the same. This is President Trump with a Maryland mother who lost her daughter to MS-13 gang violence. And here is the senator from Maryland meeting with an MS-13 member down in El Salvador, comforting him, looking like they're ready to make out. This is Senator Chris Van Hollen, who's humiliating himself all week by clamoring, bitching, and moaning in El Salvador that he's not allowed to meet the criminal alien who doesn't belong here, who's an El Salvadorian citizen, who was a member of a bloodthirsty satanic gang. Well, he finally got his wish. And now we get photos like this of doughy cuck senator leaning in to make out with the MS-13 gang member in the absolute master troll of all time. Kilmar Garcia is seen sipping margaritas with Senator Van Hollen amid El Salvador deportation battle, photos reveal. He was roasted on social media for this, especially given the fact that the mother of a woman killed by a illegal immigrant in Maryland has never met Van Hollen. Let me break this down for you, for everybody watching. Bukele and Trump administration now prove that Kilmar is bodily fine, not mistreated. A sitting Democrat senator is now on camera having margaritas with an illegal alien MS-13 member. You can see he's an MS-13 member because of his knuckles. His knuckles say literally MS-13 on it. So here are the famous photos with the margaritas with the salt on the rim. I love the addition of the cherry margarita salt rim. They're just having a great time. Oh, it just couldn't be more perfect. Nayib Bukele, who is the president of El Salvador, just killing it on social media for this. Killing it with Kilmar, miraculously riven from the death camps and torture, now sipping margaritas with Senator Van Hollen in the tropical paradise of El Salvador. Totally and completely owned. Careful what you wish for. Also, the green line test never lies. Just a masterstroke. This is so well done that MSNBC is screaming, shrieking, and cutting away from it. They don't want you to see this. I'll play you this clip in just a second. Carolyn Levitt says this is fake news. Nayib Bukele posting, I love chess. Dan Bongino, spokesperson from the White House, posting this. He actually did it. He did the meme, says Michael Knowles. Senator Chris Van Hollen, his heart wants what the heart wants. Well, they did. They did it. They did it. I love chess. Well, they're playing it, and they call this checkmate. Nayib Bukele saying, now that he's been confirmed healthy, he gets the honor of staying in El Salvador's custody. Oh, genius move. I love chess just going viral here. 4.6 million views. Look at that. Well done. Well done. Now you get the Democrat senator. Checkmate would be for you to sign a declaration stating that you are holding Garcia in custody because he is a citizen of El Salvador and MS-13 and not releasing him to anyone. I think that's exactly what they're going to do. That's what he said he was going to do. Bukele just retweeted this. Let's go ahead and check the timeline here. You should go ahead and follow him, by the way. He's great. He's just going on a rampage. Look at this. Just going on a rampage here. Keep trolling. We are not the same. El Salvador's president is trolling the F out of Democrats. Let's read one more. Whatever optics are created by this meeting, illegally, this will help the administration. Big part of the rationale for any injunction is irreparable harm. The plaintiffs tried to argue that his family separation is irreparable harm. But Kilmar Garcia has no right to be in the United States and thus is not entitled to family reunification in the United States. Thus, the only real irreparable harm is the claim that he's stuck in a torture dungeon in El Salvador. As we can see, he looks perfectly fine and healthy. And he should not be returned to the United States because he's a terrorist. Honesty is the simplest path forward in the administration. Simply move on without the removal lifted, and Kilmar Garcia will stay where he belongs, in his own country, with his president trolling the hell out of him. Bukele just retweeted this. It's pretty amazing. Oh, this story is just completely imploding. Expect this to be gone in like today. This story is killed by the Kilmar story is being killed. Here's Kilmar's estranged wife. Oh, she's so sad. She's the one who filed all of the domestic abuse charges against him. And when asked about this, she said,
You did take out a temporary order of protection against your husband in 2021. Were you in fear of your husband?
My husband is alive. That's all I can say.
Okay, and I'm not going to push on that apparently, but how much hope?
Why not push her on that? Isn't that like the point? Okay. This is how much the narrative is falling apart. As soon as Donald Trump started talking about it, MSNBC cut away.
In 2019, Garcia was issued a deportation order. Two separate judges affirmed Garcia was a member of MS-13, which is a gang that may be even worse.
We've been watching President Donald Trump there swearing in the new administrator of the CMS, the Centers for Medicare.
Okay. Some more commentary here. I think the president just single-handedly trolled the entire legacy media machine. Democrat Senator Vincent Van Hollen sipping margaritas with Kilmar. Kilmar, they were leaning into saying that he was dead, right? This is why it's such a masterstroke. They said that he was in a torture dungeon or he was dead. It's genius. It's called We Do a Little Trolling. Imagine if Democrat senators cared about Americans as much as they do foreign gang members. This means that Chris Van Hollen can't come back to the United States and claim this El Salvadorian is being beaten, starved, and held in a concentration camp. BS leftists spew these lies. This man is President Trump's greatest ally. Our greatest ally. Is it El Salvador? What a time to be alive. Really amazing. This is why we call it fake news, says Carolyn Levitt, of exactly what the clip that we just saw. And more importantly, I just think it's great. Stephen Miller out at the press dais today, just delivering blow after blow after blow on this. Let's go.
Andrew's conversation with Roberto Garcia. What's your response? I'm almost at a loss for words for how outrageous it is. Here's an individual, the man who has been deported to his home country of El Salvador, who has been repeatedly documented by multiple federal and state authorities to be a member of MS-13, one of the most violent and ruthless criminal organizations on planet Earth, which is now a designated foreign terrorist organization, and an individual who has been incredibly implicated in human smuggling and human trafficking, an individual who is a documented woman beater, somebody who has viciously assaulted a woman in ways that shock the human conscience. That is who the Democrat Party is going to provide aid, solace, and comfort to, not to Senator Van Hollen's own constituents, like the Morin family. Rachel Morin was viciously beaten, brutally raped, and murdered, and her mother never even got a phone call from Senator Van Hollen. Or Kayla Hamilton, a young girl who was attacked in a public restaurant, raped in the bathroom, and beaten to death and murdered by an illegal alien that Joe Biden set free into the country. None of those people elicit human sympathy from Senator Van Hollen. How broken is that man's heart? How broken is his conscience that he doesn't have even an ounce of empathy or time or concern to share with those families? Or how many of his citizen constituents have been killed by the fentanyl that Joe Biden allowed into this country, by the cartels that made a fortune off of human trafficking and smuggling into this country, or the children in his state that cannot even get a good education or good health care because of the mass migration that has occurred into his state? None of that concerns him in the least. You know, his heart is reserved for an illegal alien who's a member of a foreign terrorist organization. I'm beyond appalled.
You know, you have to like look at these clips and look at this news cycle and just assume that like the Trump administration has been playing these people like a fiddle. They knew what was going on, and they just let Democrats walk into this trap of saying, yeah, we actually support the gang member the domestic abuser, the Satanist, more than we support actual native-born American citizens who they torture, kill, rape, pillage. I just can't think of anything worse. I just can't think of any worse branding for a political party. They just keep racking up bells. It's fun to watch. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.